Thank you so much. Well, when the president comes to town, it always affects businesses, as we saw there in Angie's report, and sparks protests as well. KXAN's Brian Sanders is live at the Austin Music Hall with more on the energy around this visit. Brian?
And good evening to you, Leslie. I'm sure for safety reasons, but the arrival of President Obama all happened very quickly. We're going to try and paint the scene for you here outside the Austin Music Hall. Austin police officers and other law enforcement officials arrived by the busloads earlier today to help block off the streets, creating about a 2 to 3 block barrier around the Austin Music Hall. President Obama's motorcade then came up Cesar Chavez, turned north on San Antonio, and we thought would turn left on to 3rd Street, but instead they dropped into the alleyway behind the Ballet Austin building. You may be able to see the line of supporters that is going into the Austin Music Hall at this time. The first supporters arrived around 1 o'clock this afternoon to wait their turn in line, and by 3 o'clock the line was wrapped around the block. Among the crowd, Congressman Lloyd Doggett, who was with the president earlier today in San Antonio and is with him again tonight helping lead the charge.
Well, I think here in Central Texas, I've seen a great deal of enthusiasm about his trip. The turnout we have here today, there's no doubt that many people will be voting with their pocketbook as well as their time to try to see him reelected.
President Obama represents the middle class, he represents the poor, he represents those people that do not have a voice. He does not represent the 2%, he represents the 98% of Americans. And I believe that message will come across and people will listen and pay attention.
Obama got a standing ovation in San Antonio today for his health care reform. Protesters were quiet until just recently when they arrived in relatively small numbers. Occupy Austin is here as well. Most of the office buildings here sent their employees home about lunchtime today to avoid most of the traffic. After this, as Josh mentioned, President Obama will head to the Four Seasons for a more private fundraiser, but the big theme here is the overriding increasing support that he's getting here in Central Texas. We'll see if it helps him during campaign season. Live downtown, Brian Sanders, KXAN News.